Friends, whenever we talk about development, we hear about infrastructure a lot. In fact, in 2015, when Sustainable Development Goals or SDG were announced, its ninth goal talked about resilient infrastructure. Simply put, infrastructure refers to basic systems, services, and facilities which help a nation to function properly along with homes and businesses. Infrastructure includes roadways, railways, waterways, communication networks, etc. As it is for any nation, infrastructure is considered a major driver of the Indian economy that is responsible for India's overall development. Hence, being a developing and fast-growing economy, the Indian government focuses on infrastructure development, particularly road infrastructure that has been the center of attention for quite some time. According to the Invest India website, with a length of 63.72 lakh, India's road network is the world's second largest road network. India hopes to use these road networks to connect every city, town, and village and go ahead in the path of development. But have you ever thought about how India finances its development infrastructure? Can road infrastructure be developed without incurring a debt or taking a loan? In today's video, we are going to look at what road financing is and how it is done. We will also discuss the major issues regarding road financing. And finally, we will focus on the measures that make financing viable. So let's get started. Friends, we all know that the prosperity of a country is connected to its road network because roads reduce the cost of logistics, which in turn helps in economic development. Indian road network includes expressways, national highways, state highways, and other major district and rural roads. National and state highways play an important role in increasing connectivity in the country. In fact, national highways are considered the backbone of road infrastructure since it connects every major Indian city to ports, state capitals, and other important places. National highways have made road transportation in India faster and more efficient. These highways form 2% of the total road network, carrying 40% traffic, which means that 40% vehicles travel on national highways. National highways are built and managed by the National Highway Authority of India or NHAI. NHAI is also an autonomous agency of the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways of India. In the past few years, NHAI has achieved a few milestones in constructing national highways. In the financial year 2020-21, 3,951 km of national highways was constructed, which is believed to be one of the highest highways constructions. Moreover, India is also working towards making its road infrastructure environment-friendly to reduce carbon emissions. In fact, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari that India will have its electrical highway between Delhi and Jaipur on which special motor vehicles would be able to travel and recharge. India is also constructing 22 green highways which will benefit transportation, ecosystem, public health, and urban growth. Recently, Mr. Gadkari also announced that before the end of 2024, he would make sure that India's road infrastructure become just like America. Not just that, the Road Ministry will make 650 wayside amenities available on the highways, including washrooms, trauma center, helipad for helicopter, ambulance, etc. The Indian government had also launched Bharatmala Pariyojana to boost the highway network of 66,100 km, including economic corridors, border, and coastal roads and expressways. It is predicted that this program will provide 4-lane connectivity to 550 districts, increase vehicular speed by 20-25%, and reduce supply chain costs by 5 to 6%. So far, we have looked at a couple of initiatives related to road infrastructure. There are more plans that the Road Ministry is yet to execute. But whatever be the scheme, implementation requires sound finance, for example money. This is what we call infrastructure financing. Infrastructure financing involves funding projects and businesses of infrastructure-related industries. For example, the government adopts different ways of financing road infrastructure. Let's look at these measures of financing in the next section. The NHAI spends crores of rupees to build road under various schemes. The government can only allocate finance up to a certain limit because it has other important sectors to manage as well. Hence, apart from budget allocations, the government finances road infrastructure through toll tax and debt. Toll refers to the payment made by the public to use roads and bridges. After building roads and highways, NHAI collects tolls to earn revenue. Moreover, we also need to understand the public-private partnerships or PPP concept related to toll tax. NHAI often builds highway network through a public-private partnership model. The arrangement between the government and private sector to provide public services is called PPP. Through public-private partnerships, it is easier to complete large-scale projects like roads and bridges with the help of private funding. In such partnerships, private firms aid road building through their technology and innovation. But these projects are not considered to be privatized because according to the contract, its ownership rests with the NHAI while the construction work is undertaken by the private sector. After the roads are constructed, they are maintained by the NHAI. Under many PPP arrangements, private firms also undertake the maintenance of highways. The money that is spent on building highways under PPP model is also recovered from common citizens over a period of time in the form of toll tax. Toll tax is usually collected by the NHAI and then given to private firms involved in the construction. At the moment, the government has rolled out 60 road projects worth $10 billion based on the hybrid annuity model, also called HAM. Hybrid annuity model bears 40% project cost of the central government. The remaining amount is arranged by the private developer. Since revenue is collected after road completion under toll tax, the private or public company involved completes the construction with the help of a bank loan. When it comes to raising money for debt financing, the NHAI adopts quite a few measures. For example, tax-free infrastructure bonds are issued for rail, road, and irrigation programs. Bonds refer to the loan provided to the borrower by the investor or lender on a fixed income. Apart from this, infrastructure bonds are also issued by the Industrial Financial Corporation Limited or LIC and Infrastructure Development Finance Corporation. They also provide tax deduction incentives for tax-paying citizens. Rupee-denominated bonds are also issued in overseas markets or foreign countries through which the NHAI receives loans. To facilitate infrastructure financing in road and other sectors, the government has allowed 100% FDI under automatic route so that there are no hurdles faced in the completion of the projects. But be it toll tax or debt, in both these financing, the NHAI faces a number of issues. The first major issue related to toll tax is that through toll revenues, firms receive returns after a long period of time. It often happens that the NHAI is unable to collect the total toll revenue predicted. There are many reasons for this, like less traffic on those roads or the failure to complete the project, etc. During road construction, if private firms fail to arrange capital, then it affects the project deadline, leading to a loss of crores of rupees. And when it comes to debt, then NHAI's debt for the financial year 2014-15 to November 2021 increased by nearly 14-fold, touching 3,38,570 crore rupees. Moreover, since 2017, NHAI has also collected 3,000 crore rupees from external borrowings. Not just that, despite following public-private partnership, investors are not very interested in highway construction. This is a huge challenge for NHAI because it ends up spending a lot. Banks are also often hesitant to give loans to the private sector for its non-performing assets. These challenges do affect the construction of roads and highways, but halting them is not an option. On the other hand, under the Bharatmala project, now roads are being built faster. Hence the question is, how can financing be carried out to ensure that neither the NHAI drowns in debt nor the road constructions come to a stop? So let's find a solution in the next section. Recently, while addressing the NHAI debt issue, Mr. Nitin Gadkari said that existing highway assets would be monetized through 3 routes: toll operate transfer, toll securitization, and infrastructure investment trust. Under the toll transfer operate model, after giving a lump sum amount to the NHAI, chosen private firms collect toll from revenue generating highways. This way, the NHAI gets the entire amount at once, which it can use to pay off its loan. Whereas the private firm generate income from the highway over the years through the toll. Under toll securitization, the NHAI can raise long-term financing by giving toll receipts to the bank. Finally, infrastructure investment trust or InvITs are kind of mutual fund in which, with a minimum investment of 10 lakh, investors can invest in those assets where there are chances of a steady cash flow. Moreover, Mr. Nitin Gadkari has also emphasized that he wants to reduce the use of cement and steel for road construction. because they make a project cost too high. The Indian Roads Congress, the body that marks the apex standard of roads and highways, will set up a committee. The committee will find and carry out the alternatives to cement and steel. Meanwhile, the IRC has given its permission for using Coil Geotextile for road construction. Coir is a 100% natural fiber that is obtained from coconut, and modified bitumen is a mixture of plastic and rubber waste with bitumen. Bitumen is a substance that is produced through crude oil's distillation and is known for its waterproofing and adhesive properties. The Standing Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture also recommend to NHAI to complete the delayed road projects on a priority basis to prevent cost escalation. Moreover, the committee has also advised that both Indian and foreign insurance companies and pension funds can also be approached by the NHAI for funds. The committee also recommend RBI to think about utilizing extra foreign reserves for long-term road infrastructure projects, keeping in mind the sufficiency of foreign reserves. Moreover, many studies suggest that the use of reusable materials and synthetic fibers significantly reduce costs as opposed to cement and steel. While road construction activities are speeding up in India, the NHAI still has a long way to go. Hence, the NHAI needs to reduce its debt burden to ensure that the projects don't fail due to financial constraints. It also needs to be ensured that timely payments and the steady flow of funds continue in future. So my friends, this was an analysis where we have discussed that what are the different challenges and what are the different sources of income of NHAI and what are the possible solutions to overcome from those challenges. Apart from this video is quite relevant from the perspective of UPSC mains examination. Questions related to road infrastructure could be expected in the UPSC GS3 infrastructure section. So we will leave you with a question related to this topic. You could answer it in the comments below. And the question is, what are the major issues being faced by the National Highway Authority of India while carrying out Bharatmala Pariyojana project? And with this question, my friend, that's it for the video. I hope you have liked the video, and if you have, don't forget to share it with your friends. We will meet in next video. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.